it will boil down to the resourcefulness, the character, the demeanor, the history, the role of Omumi and Wamo contestant, the two leading candidates. So it doesn't look so good for the MPP, especially with Senia. NDC are performing currently now.
Yeah.
I think the goodwill that the president, the vice president, other ministers like the great minister, the finance minister, chief of staff himself, and other way, goodwill no more. They are meeting the chiefs, giving them promises to the extent that I must say, so that you not just be a word of mouth. So, we show me situation in such a way, in this way, the Ogun say, Akotia has been a topsy-turvy kind of constituency.
Okay.
I must say, MPP, we need to do one. Then this is so we need about 3 or so.
Yeah.
So, it means it's a tough ground for the MPP. No two ways. It's a very tough ground for the MPP. And unfortunately, the MPP too, they are in opposition today. Will share issues like ORA, NKOSUO, share disunity at the top. The Kennedys, the Brian Champon, the Baumiers, Sani Omontakwa, their co-father. And that's it. NKOSUO, the factions within the party itself has no forebode unity. And until that situation of filming 2024 is something that is still prevailing over there. Now, Oshemwa, I was saying MPP sympathy vote. And so Oshe Senia Global Informatics data on the buyer about Akuti. And I just say sympathy vote from Kra in terms of Niama and Kofabashasu.
They are two abano.
Sympathy vote from Kra. Almost a developmental project, almost economy, almost education, almost say. Sympathy vote was here. So this things, a development project, anywhere they will blame the previous government because some of us are bound by just 8 months. But in terms of the economy, it will go to the benefit of the current government because it is a time we have seen reduction in fuel prices. It's a time we are seeing a CD appreciating against the dollar. So I mean, these things are the kind when they were going to Obekuma North, it's Obekuma Central, and I Central, Obekuma Central. So as long as the police stations have been expanded to 19, the MPP will lose. That time, Namo London for a conference, and I granted that particular interview. So the situation is very dicey for the MPP. It's very dicey.
All right.
And according to say in social media, according to say candidate MPP Kofana, on said and yet top notch, sir. And for the optics, it doesn't appear good in terms of Onankasane character, the demeanor. Internal is also a negative for the MPP. Yes, resourcefulness, he has an advantage. And NDC for Safa, Obaa executive, or some lawyer for that matter. So as an executive, it means he's been down for the grassroots. On this same issue, we'll share the difference by in 2024 elections now. The Ohuye and Yorakumi just a little over 2,000 difference. Just a little over 2,000 difference. And by election, we usually don't get many people patronizing. But we share the way as stakes near high, MPP where they find themselves, they will want to win this particular seat. And yes, now they will become more weaker and weaker in parliament. And at the moment, there's a momentum now where NDC for a change MPP. Though if the NDC loses this seat, they will have lost nothing. They will have lost nothing. But they will also want people to know, say, how have people received their policies? How have people received their policies? is it in good taste or is it in bad taste? It is a multi-millionaire. Then it means that apart from individual characters, the goodwill of government is still very high, and that's the more reason why they would have won.
Okay, Dogma, Wadama Yansha candidates ne kakra wo ka say as MPP candidates no shada enke jasa, but I would say as NDC for no have problem with they changing their candidates. Also say no betimi a play bibiana.
Man tewoli
the American say which candidates ni mienu a NDC candidates no do amone ne ekọ 2024 no almost sa no no betimi a adwen kakra.
Well, sir, he was part of the competition, the primaries, you know. Yeah, no, he was part of it, and he lost. So, the party, it is in his own interest to support whoever. If you believe in democracy and you believe in the fact, to say, some time ago, I'm not about the Mawa contest here. Where and I say, no. More sound. At the time you found, almost disappointed, binum. And to say, for what? It means they have disappointed you. That is fair. So, in the name of democracy, and knowing very well, say, the momentum is on the side of your party, it will make a lot more sense that one, you will mean no but some crofona beno, no more create that sense of unity in their campaign strategy. Two, even if Oman from or someone said they will have to join so that they will be able to wrestle the seat away from the MPP. I mean, this is just politics.
Okay. But dog no mate wase kakra. Per analysis not just say by election way sympathy vote and shed and play role. Who want to say voting turnout no so be for mana?
Well, I think it wouldn't go down. I don't think it's a be a better, but by elections generally I've not seen high turnouts in general. And a Tuesday in such a place, more Yuma, if we Juma, mining and other things. And a Tuesday, which is not a holiday. And I've been more, they don't decide if they really don't want to take part. And options were by elections, the big shots within the two main parties, no ever go. And there's some kind of fear be go among of some kind of intimidation be. So they decide so so these are some of the permutations and consequences that I'm taking part in by elections. But at this point, I expect the MPP faithfuls to creep up the support base for them to be there. Whatever incentive that they will have to be there.
Okay.
The NDC could have two motivations. If they lose, it will not affect them.
Okay.
If they win, it is good for them because one, you don't go to elections with a view say by hook or by hook.
Yeah.
So we and so we lose.
Yeah.
You go there with the view. Say that's what I agree with Dr. Banyachampo. He said the MPP should not have withdrawn from Tamale Central. You take part and you get the data. You see whether your vote will go up or it will go low.
Okay.
And to say go lower, what are the factors? So that will let you, interrogate those factors in the next election.
Yeah.
NKOSUO, what are the factors that motivate him voting with NKOSUO? In the last 2 years, for example, a year by election,
yeah,
I can say the NDC will not win, but they want to see how their vote will show up. It is a vote in NKOSUO and in a central region, and it happened. They have over 1,000 additional
votes. Yeah.
So what that meant was that if that was replicated throughout the central region in the 2024 elections, then NPP will be in opposition. That's what I said.
Yeah.
And that is exactly what happened. And it had a trickling down effect. So once you get your data, position say no. Okay, next time round, this is how we should go about it, and so on and so forth. So that is how election data is very important. So now, Tamale Central, in the next 2028 elections, at the end of the would be projected.
Sure.
I'm waiting their planning. Unless you see analogous constituency to project. Other than that, you don't have any data for Tamale Central.
Enyama ba kubi asesa kakra ewo elections me va say didi enemy ablekuma no free run no ye hu se caterpillar bia nam kwan so eju kwan to entice the constituency for ne say ye kwan ya tutu ana se bibi akwati aso ye nti se bibi sa ekoso comparing to ejoso kumawu any other by elections ye nyinya aye no edenti aden na ama ekwana sa politically no eden na ka ban na sheda and what is it?
Well, it is because they know say the voters today are very sophisticated. You cannot insult their intelligence today and tomorrow you go somewhere else and just be drinking and be popping champagne. The government believes generally no policies have trickled down to everybody within the country. On TV3 some months back, after the 2025 elections, I said to say, every government wins elections or loses based upon 4 main factors. These factors are affecting Obaa or minimum. Inflation. If inflation of a country is very high, it affects everybody.
Sure.
The debt to GDP ratio. Now, when the debt to GDP ratio is very high, it means to say government does not have space to engage in infrastructure development. The sense says, "Kadudona eco compensation, eco ekatria, ekaya deni etria." Into sika new idea puntu juma. Into sika new idea puntu juma. They are naturally say our roads will be very bad. We will not be in a position to build new hospitals. Will not be in a position to build new schools. Will not be able to extend water and all those infrastructure development. Many panel impuntu ekoso. Interest rate.
Okay.
If interest rates are very higher, it means to say private companies, they are the creators of jobs.
Sure.
Private companies banks no loan. Expand on businesses because interest rates are very high. Say that time na unemployment rate it was because the private sector was not expanding. And once it was not expanding, it means to say there will not be jobs for the youth. Hence the high joblessness that the previous government was facing from 8 point something to 14 point something. And people are restless and helpless within your economy. Then the fourth one I said was the cedi to the dollar and other foreign currencies.
Yeah.
And no, cedi no, enya wondrea. It just say, and nearby you be clear man on the air back. There's stability, a born by the coffin. Because untimin ton adie, ton a bobi, adie chin assistant. That is our capital na eden.
No.
And that cedi ni si enya wondrea. Let's just say, and nearby you deba on my no ha. Ne born a sra na eko. So you saw it in the previous regime. And the same set of things, they have reduced about 30% state price. It was 20, and so on and so forth. So my boy told me, say, hey, electrical cables near the born Nancy, I may call some quacoto, and I pay Gino rice, but okay, no, the example. Yes. Me call no, I'm besides a Gino to send on 155. I'm so royal umbrella, so but I say other varieties of rice, no, abafom. So these are the realities people are seeing.
Okay.
The number one say the transport way aquaform, transport first aquaform, the spare parts nebo aquaform. I mean, the economy generally.
Yeah.
And if the economy is doing well, as we are seeing now, though it is not perfect, we still have food. Yeah. And in that area, and I believe that is why I believe that the executive minister is doing very well.
Yeah.
In that area, this way fertilizer, way farm input, farm gate, so in no time we should be able to see data. We've seen practical improvement, not theoretical improvement. And Professor Lumba would tell you that if a politician uses 1 hour to tell you what he's done, he should shut up. It is because he's done nothing. Because you should have done something that people will see it, and then they will praise you for that. So these are the main way. Awesome. So at the end of the day, if the MPP is not able to win Akwatia, it is because they themselves, the structure of the party is collapsing. Among us, there is no unity within their fold. If you see them creating that unity, it is a facade. It is just to woo the people, but they don't have that sense of unity.
All right. Akwatia na me internal politics NKOSUO NPP mo wa boso kakra ntino pesa wodi mi wura mu kakra o dey achabe just 3 minutes na yenko issues and I say accusations ni nyina all the candidates nyina no they are directed to Dr. Baumia wona ma ye lusu ye wona ye say so 3 candidates ni nyina no allegations is towards Baumia. So I should see you know keka wie na wo mkoto pra abano wie na Baumia san winia. How do they come back?
Well, politicians they say they know how they do their own things because they will tell you say it was a matter of contest. And I only will be called contester and say it is not your responsibility to say things or no ever more no suma yen de. About the send a win election. Election. But there are certain things go on. There are taboo subjects that you don't say it because it is very difficult to retract. And obviously the NDC used that against the NPP and especially against Dr. Baumia, of which he lost miserably. So they must be measured in the way and the kinds of things that they say. Because certain issues are not retractable. They have consequential effect, very damaging.
Okay.
But in a bit more back, especially when the system was not fair.
There's amnesty no crown or my grandson, the condition account no crown, shut down and Francis Abiyamba.
Oh, I know I think they made a big mistake. An amnesty should have been an amnesty.
Okay.
Maybe at now, when they show 1 and 2% of catch them say, a foku, Samu Grante, you are foku amnesty. Or Mama filling forms. Really, somebody who rose to the position of a national chairman.
Yeah.
You won't tell me, sir, if you want Alan with the clout that he has to come back. No, about the reform. You see, you should bear in mind, sir. It's not as if you put food on the table of people just because you become members of a particular party.
Yeah.
You want human beings to build a formidable party. We use human beings to do so. Yes, we cannot also throw away discipline within the party.
Yeah.
So you must learn how to balance it. It is just at the moment, the current leadership, they have lost their clout, they've lost control over the party. And they themselves have not conducted themselves well. Some have displayed arrogance. That Baumia himself said it. You know, the arrogance of power and all those things. So they are at a serious crossroads.
Yeah.
And, you know, if they take what Openi Pienim Editu Jana seriously, if they are not careful, they will pale into insignificance.
Okay.
Because a human being is a rational being. if I'm comparing what I saw in the previous government and what I'm seeing in the current government, there is a vast difference. There is a vast difference. Do we see that power of arrogance of power? Are we hearing scandals? It was the scandals in President Akufo-Addo that Obaa Yaa's government was too regular. I'm not seeing things of that nature. At the end of the day, the economy may not be perfect, but the economy is bouncing back. There is discipline. If the president says that nobody is flying first class, nobody does so.
Sure.
The same president tells us, safe match in Niska, we are not going to do it like the way we do it. Look at the amount of money that he was able to spare. The same president says that, no, instead of 126 ministers, I'm going to do 60. So that president will have a goodwill of the people. And he's living by that. Today he's flying commercial and other things. So people are watching. People are really, really watching. If the MPP really wants to create a situation where they will become a little more relevant within the political space, they should ensure they reduce the influence of Mr. Akufo-Addo within the party. It's a baggage they will have to do away with. Because a president before November 2024 will be free of being. November 2024 will be free of being. According to Global Info Analytics, the approval rating was somewhere 22 or 24%.
Sure.
Why do you think people are calling on him to apologize to Ghanaians? So that build the party, they will have the opportunity and the goodwill of the people for them to come back. They don't have that. And these people too, instead of changing direction, they are still keeping to the status quo. Because these people are still behind the scenes calling the shots. To bring back Dr. Obaa Yaa will mean that he's going to carry the baggage of the former president and he himself. So it is not good for the NPP. It is not good for Dr. Obaa Yaa because internal elections, that's a projection is just 52% ahead of the rest. It is not good. You must be hitting 70-something%.
Okay.
So that the other factions will know, say, Omuni clout, massively no.
Matthias.
Mr. Mahama getting 98-point-something%. It was because other factions within the party realized, I said, no, if they really want to win power, they must support him.
Sure.
Getting to the dying embers of the elections, you saw the likes of Martin Amidus, the Guzitanos, the Chikates, the Hoys. Women now coming on board. So they realized, no, there's no need for Rollins faction. There was no need for Mills's faction. They have only one faction, that is Mahama's faction. So everybody congregated around him. That is what they want massively. But in the MPP, the factions are many. There are those who are done. President Akufo has his faction. President Akufo-Addo has his faction. And even those around him. Dr. Obaa Yaa has his faction. Now you have others who also want to rise to the position. Kennedy's, the Brian, and they are very solid on the ground because they have resources. And Obaa Yaa won't mean that percentage, you know.
Okay.
Won't mean that percentage, you know. And you know, when you mean that percentage, and I just say internally, no, on your strong. Yes.
Okay.
It's internally on your strong there. How strong will he be externally?
Exactly.
So for now, finally, you see, the NDC problem is just two. One, if they keep to the running of the economy and ensure that, you know, infrastructure development, they will still have the goodwill of the people. Two, how they are going to handle the transition. You see?
Okay.
So when he be at now, a cha, a year man is success and headly.
Sure.
because unless say bia ahini any programmed say can make us in him say saa nipa we ni ade ne ko but e bi onipa kro no onim nti ye de ba be si hin esi ahini fo him say we
yeah
kebe no so ne aye na mana but this when you have a leader, for example, Mr. Mahama has been the leader of the party from 2012 or so.
Sure.
From the time that President Mills died.
Yeah.
How many years? So 2012 plus 8, that is 20.
Yeah.
8, 2020 plus 5. So 8 plus 5, that is 13 years. What the 3 count 2028, that would be what, 16 years?
16 years.
Until the one and a problem with me free. So if they are able to handle the transition very well, because
yeah,
that's two. The right region that they should pick the next successor from.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Dog, my na say, Patrick, all right. You time no swam. I'm no one kasa. Na, you baby echo. All right, thank you very much. Dr. Jonathan Asante-Ochre, wabe oye political scientist and yenina kwako di enkomo no. So you get a picture of how a Kwetia will look like. Mami twa me ho emra sisi ampacho me bape ye beto aso na fe ye the panel discussions as well. Medasi to aso no pay e dia ma live was CTV so OMAN Ghana NKOSUO na panel discussions na ye ba be shase no ye den ye be kwa kwatia ya kwahwese dia kwatia ne ma si koso ho anyway Richard ni aye e wa ha NDC National Communications Team member Collins Asante ye NPP National Communications Team member Richard at saying all right. Ya de nyame ase Collins wako de
menu aba anokore nyame anim ni metima ka se nyame ya madoma masora betena wani de biaye but amomo boninti botomu nsheda
botomu nye nyame na obuafo okay
and there's something going on now. You say program no yen share but there's something going on. We need to look at it as a country, especially who are we centrally. It look as if say to me na yedima omampeni Chondramani Mahamano. The man is using the power to arrest people in this country, which is not going on. It's not going well for this country, especially Mon Central for. You know, we can say just about a week or so, 2 weeks. Yeah, sure, say we yenu no more yachichiri wom. Those are the social media. Any Mon Central for we be. You know, we can say when say Latif of Joy FM is standing trial at court in Centroni. I'm saying this because it's hard time. Mon Central for or some to propagate the fundamental rights of Article 891. So we have freedom of association to speak.
Okay.
Nana do danko kufuado ada Roma. Obeyi sa criminal libel no free hono. And now Mampani that Jerry John Rawlings when you be over 33 years OMAN started say practice democracy. So why have we gotten to where we are today? I wotna radio so katsa, wotna social media so kasapa na BNI ana yoko ana process for actual. Where are we going to? Me know we can say just last week. If for nothing at all, social media for best 5. Approach for actual. Oshe yenu fanti boy you can say fanti gadama or there be fanti gadama the sort fanti comedy. Approach for actual. Say Obama approach for actual. Munya Central ni wo won to me ajinkwa approach for actual. Onokwa dey see a man bill that's them. So where are we going?
Okay.
Are we now going into the culture of silence? Mayen kasa o maimu o mampani ya de na nya mayenka amamu boni koso no cheso mpa chese ayen mayenka ko so koka ne achewato me no ti hai empa ye ne ebebo say ye mistake ne anopa ya bia ne abefa ebi so ne abefa me ko say
okay ti o so we measure asema wo ba beka me ya sure say no I'm not I mean cut wo but your time into yen cut ne ba short ne yen koyanim I think say the work no e concern e was say yen nyina ye hwe ne kan wasem but let's also be measured as to what we say because Osha want to me present and call the friend example kwachi now someone can only evidence. How can you accuse a sitting president of the Republic of Ghana say helicopter crash in Onimubi? So maybe you have some evidence that you won't come with him. Enti be my young evidence a chrono. I will say I can say yeah come back to back. I am why yena yenti and one say space na ye woman no you taking advantage of politics ekeka niam bi ehu hia me support obia say bibi kwaso wa ban mu na nya menka what you say nkrofo ka galam say hu asem of which me so me ka bi ye nyina ye ni abre ye person man no ekoyie but untena social media so nka say me ku president me wi a me twa ne yiriti. You know, there are certain words you don't use it. The moment I will yes happen, a security threat, I was here too. Because you didn't point wabo. What you say? I'll pay everyone on the chance about Bopobi. And see, was here too near my own and Mraw minimum. And she says, I put what to cry at least. Because I be any soldier mamumu. Now I can say, we individual, I don't know, president, now we are watching the year Trinity. Because over TikTok live, and see, what do you say? Mammy can be baby. You know, yakasi yakoya chiamwa nyina teacher kwadwo say ye nadi because wakwa say school there be nyam kura biti abonten open security nyina ye ndesi ye ye ka na say akwaya wo kekan semhunu wo social media
Richard Adamfo
is the bongo ideas so say hwan akure ise wakotro bibi fa wakotro bibi fa auntie Rebecca my beautiful Rebecca see a channel national security fortune ye wi crown say na nya genuine national security na ye nkrofukuo bi of which means na ka genuine national security kwan ka me no be ya again because asem na o tworo ye no e was ye chene ye bisa no na nu asem meni abema bobi ansa o kan asem bi na police force so o me ne nya adwe ya chene kotum wonima police station enti yansha sen sanitize space na ye wom no kakra mentime metena ha na me mbo obi di nka sama bra me ni evidence yes sir your mind yes sir na the politics nya wura mu pe ne ya manipa na dwen ye ne se eye party bi o wonti e na aban ni ye ne se ya aban we be ko aban foforo be ba ye di be di no what you say so please let's all also advise ourselves
yes na kameban because it's a concern was ye ni sa ebeto ato aso o ba ye o ye mesumi ba ye meye na ubebisa say na OMAN coin because in the previous administration Nana Adodanko Kuva Nkofo did Western but what happened
Nkofo so
yes but when they
let's accept it so Nkofo
I agree with you I mean say Munti 3-4 issue by of course but the way they as I don't know AI is selective.
Yes, selective.
No, we need to admit it. But you were buying Muswa. Omaka and someone in Kwasa Omaka. Omunam free.
And one I come
a branch or Cassati a him for Nimpon for a Bicraka, as Anti Hinkra. You didn't call your chinness, you didn't call Mamfan judge for Ankasi Yano. And somewhere a branch Kaye, a Katia Santi for a branch of Coach Brucheka and some Fuya or Baya. I judge for your children. I
know they said judge a law no na ye na juma. Judges no their law is in their bosom sem ko ba ye no. That is why I am Mususu said your car ye no and mmra no ebo ebra na say your wasem.
Sir? Abranti di am pani for the dia him for atem.
Waste the time.
We will not waste the time but just who to ekura for. No who to ekura for no to agina mo. It shouldn't be selective.
Don't say it.
It shouldn't be selective. We are here the fact say we are here MPP no. Ya where you are the NDC
MPP ni
never saw make I want
confirm it. No, what you are saying shows that also at the question want to be presenter no.
Oh, no, that is what people say because Oyed man want to be TV in terms of MPP. No, that is the fact.
The two political
platform the man because they say on kana because of you say Oyed man MPP and want to be TV so is an MPP. No, me can condemn that. I mean most of the media last week ma condemn said you
condemn ya we say kasi
but the question I make is say now what of omuso a ye bi na omunam free no
all right I know you mbra no be ka no ase Richard yeah nko akwatia say mo nai ejina ayi so ana mo wa ahoden say akwatia no seat no mo beje
me ne ya ma cha no chat fo nyina na no pay omo sinkonya omo hwe yen opon hira omo be omo na Yankopon so nshira amamu papa John Dramani mama asama amanya we kan ni no hypocrisy it's being hypocrite
really
meaning say ye maka kire de say we evidence don't say
asama
so please
condemn say the economy
boys now say they need power nti omba kika bibi MPP opposition na om dey anya recognition by their party leadership say the be am party no minim dambo meba no na om dey gaining popularity in their party. That's what they are doing. Nti no Ghana for be take them serious because nyina na omaki kan sem nyina no they have not been able to produce a single evidence. Meanwhile we afu we say me no enhia wo media so kra na me no share over 20 times. Say police in chain no.
Yeah.
Aban no enche no. Nti because he's being measured with what he say. Ade be obeka bia no ohwe ye. Nti say obeka sana say obeka bibi kaka keke. Ego system nim say Ghana fo ntie na mfa nya popularity a. Enya de pa. Yes MY we should desist from that. More alternative so no so. Benefo say so to so a. Ma ai what I say? Bon, nti wonjai. Straight to Akwatia.
Your time there,
Akwatia by election. Akwatia constituency be a nyina ni mo Ghana your politics aye yemu say omunya one sided. Omunya obi at any point in time, you know, omunya vote two out. They vote both MPP and they vote both NDC. That is the political history of Akwatia.
Yeah.
Na Oshe recently on the MPP for no omo ankasa tenase and now omo choose omo candidate for the by election. And NDC for go through the democratic way. Omo koye primaries selecting nipa bako e man be di omo anim. Say no ukọ grounds where both MPP and NDC they are all campaigning, but then say the people of Akwatia should vote for NDC and Nino say the be abediako ono ba be omo mrashi bedwani. Last me I can say Oshe currently as we speak NDC ni political party have form government na say omo person omo fa bibi emfa omo mrashi bedwani so mfa nko presidency a ebe better say omo de be fa obi a we president no ni party member say the be ya omo sabit maka ntem. Second reason so I say also omo to ma be dia konso ne say the people of Akwatia say aban we ewo anisuade hu bi say enema bi ekoso wo man enye opese won hyemra no mfa yi sa nyama no emfamfiri ho na timamfo ho nto mo a Bediakon will support the president and the government of the day. But MPP candidate, you know, Esan say well, your opposition, you know, he will not support something of that nature. Recently, your Shamra of Parliament, Elevi Guo, if you know, you share MPP for posture. Mrabi betimi, Adebi betimi, Atrenche betimi to a banwe. I bet needy Mra, I betimi. Ashene ye from Ghana for hoto. Say you more of the minority voting against that a better government of the day.
Richard, my numbers say
some of the numbers you need a two-thirds majority.
That's a money.
Yes, and I make but who say government for say obi betime two kwan. Obi betime two kwan.
Okay.
Obi no perform other oversight responsibilities.
Okay.
Nti e ba sa na e betime aha. Enti they should vote for Bediako. Say the be aban no when disuade hu papa bi. On say aban so person onye nkokon ketenkete. E bia be bedu obehia mra. A de be support sa nkokon ketenkete project no. No, the majority are former government no. Omo na be vote for. Opposition will always vote against. So they shouldn't waste their time and vote for the opposition candidates. Because almost vote to the man opposition candidate now. It's like you are voting for nothing. Who vote for Manako Yeden? Or no opposition? Or no only government? He's just a member of parliament representing you. And he said, government in the he can impeach it. Say the Bay Abema on the party no again popular no much power. And he Akwatia for the messeromo. Na minim say doli they are going to vote for Bediako and the NDC candidate. And no na me hwe Akwatia na me hu say MPP candidate no waye ni bana kese na wafa papa ya kumi the wa free mu a yankopon ne kransie wo de ono sini picture ataro no ne picture no so kese o constituency wona me say papa we pa obi a 7 predators anyankopon ato nsa afre no na yenya na yie krampo wo ba ya obana kese na de ye o adverta okofa papa no picture kese nso na o de ato nchen to do what
so was mo fanning replacing or mo fanning replacing
nti ono no ohu na busuafo no ohu omo mobokra se ebusuafo na ni bo ni picture no so no omo ni bo mu omo de share no picture no so a ebe ya omo ya he doesn't have sympathy for the people enya de pa enya we no betimi de gain sympathy from the people of Akwatia. The people of Akwatia knows that NDC is in government. Okay. NDC has John Dramani Mahama as their president. So it will be so easy and simple for Bediako to go to His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Because in 24 can say, Ukrabane wa ankasa oba. Jobetima ben no wa ochochomba. Entino Ukrabane wa oba no enyepe. They should vote for Bediako. Bediako can easily get access to the government, the presidency, anywhere. What I say, so simple. He can lobby so simple than what Jewo can do. So they should vote for Bediako.
All right, okay.
And I'm very hopeful to say, strategically, no, are the security agencies.
Now, when I say why are they because you 5 minutes for paper.
And now me born to fan say security issues. Okay. I'm out for MPP for other people. I start to say omo their munitions ko ho na ko create enema bi wo ho no. Me nka say MPP for nko some scrupulous people. Let me use that better word.
Yeah.
Say the be ya be ma ho no mo ahe gidigidi e be sere Ghana for. We by election e nyina ye ko. Ye nyina ye ko to MPP ni NDC to we be san ba. Abetena te say the mini awe. Enye ntokwa ne ekoko.
Sure.
Ajubre na iwie na se didi ewu a na wate no ho ase na akopa ne baby akoda.
All right, Collins.
Minia amifa kwanya ntia watiefo ne ahwefo. Na anopai mencha His Excellency the next president Kennedy Akompreko Ajapon.
Ya ba umia.
We say the next president Kennedy Akompreko Ajapon.
Sir. Oh.
Ono na timamufuo ni nyina frɛ yense.
Mo fanim
brand.
Okay.
To me my which of course I can tell you for if I say MPP is coming to power 2028
with Kennedy Akompreko Ajapon,
which I know say yenya akonya ne the ballot paper mawa obeto aba ama Kennedy Ajapon. Baby obi anopai mechia no ochina Wednesday.
Yeah.
Ne form na opeke no oko submit ochina enti me invite you Yensha head office be kind of china the panwa president yi
sao Martin
Machi ampani for ya wi mamima kumi abusuafo yako na me aduma me ndai ba ina say be ye no 29
anya 1 week
right there be nobody near 30th no 29 yes until me abusuafo yako me sure say it will still remind them of the sad days no until but moving forward yebekwa akota omachi abusuane there we are still with them because it's very sad when you ne mana it was the kind of psychological trauma na omukomo no enye but I hope say Onyankopon ebebo omo ban. Now with regards to this by-election, MPP as a political party, we are posed for power. Yeah, in fact, to trust them the Nkwachi information because already no the party we are in the stage of building the party.
Okay.
And as far as we believe in democracy, to the wisdom of your national executives, the constituency executives, no honor, and no. Instead of us to contest, at the end of the day, we my team come the party division, but let's agree on one particular candidate. And see, I dream here twice, and I did one candidate. So unlike NDC for Omakoto Aba, Ama secretary, AG, former candidate in the F1. And the area will be about constituency to one constituency, and the Omo can so definitely no. You better abanama MPP.
Na someone some crofo se mo kan crofo ayi share wo mo na wo senka mo biem na crofo obi o person contest bia.
That's what I'm saying say in building the party. Ya kasi ye ko biem to say the enwam ko biem ya. there are a lot of things in election.
Okay.
Martin waka we quite the whole yaw sending the pa and winning and you know and pan say oh and when you say be kwako siska because at the end of the day you be siska omombe siska campaign ako primaries don't be change the day we go na so akobam and the services can yen nyina yen kan adwen embom na enyo ni pa back. That is what happened, and I think say yes I know the energy about you started campaign yen say obi aka say ya chichire me sa ashemachi anaya ye me say omu nyina de energy. In fact last week na was there omu nyina de energy na eye ejuma na de ama party. So we believe say nkunumje ni there definitely to definitely come to MPP. The reason why nkunumje be bama MPP is say I think say semamfo work with here for the past 8 months MPP for NDC back power no omohu amamo bonia NDC for the past 8 months omochuma say enkoyi because apart from the current economic state no the livelihood of the people no enye timamfo asetena no enkoyi ema NDC for by omahwe han amagalamse ase akotia Minyaba Mikohon, I was sad the rate at which Galamsey say Akotia. You ask yourself, say, and your man you one penny for a war. To the extent they say high tension, I say cry you to Galamsey a war. Ubisa, you say where MPP penny be there on Tino, you're doing Sakana and ye. Can you imagine high tension NDC sorry NDC penny why on say nyankopon o kasa na mo at all o anu na reka nyankopon o kasa na nyankopon na yi wa ma
Richard Manen kanasem
because me ko bisa anwasem you can't I mean do Galamsey under the high tension na ebu na to ho ko onu de wakọ so ko no let us say power o ko mo nyina kwa betima call off because it's connected to transformer eti me bisa anwasem enti why na ya gade ya ahemfo nimpanimfo nyina titi kromu a NDC aban wo so na umuntimen kahwe so nipa no ya NDC ne we dey kokase ma onja Galamsey. And of course it's true some of these Galamsey say NKOSUO nyina is the result of power to me NDC for Edia mom because they believe that some of them are their party financiers until almost says candidate party the bar power some of power they yempe kwa bi so na yemom nti omusika so those who deal in Galamsey no yemom kwa no munyo modma no munyo omusika so that in the subsequent election they will support us. Enti ado how aba oman nsuo timamfo no nsuo na say echeti we kwa even tika dan tea wo enti timamfo no behwe sa na mani nyina mama to abana ama MPP mama to etia and this again with the current economic situation mean why kasai or see oh omo yi 11 on everyone they saw the poster of MPP really is good but on beka chiro say MPP was not taxi drivers and any truck drivers no more juma no omunyeska simply because petrol bo na nenye densa and today any gallon of petrol better na liter of petrol be on betobian apart from 1 cedi no a gallon almost 5 cedis or almost 6 cedis. So you ask yourself taxi driver when you akunya and don't do so levy on kwa fadia bai
Dabio also apart from Dumso living almost 5 cedis. Me say a liter. So 1 cedi and a liter.
So but a gallon 6 liters and 5 liters.
Okay.
Until you either pay 5 cedis or you pay 6 depending on gallon of the cotton.
Okay. And say na Dumso living na bano. Maybe be ameto media star oil. 11 cedi 44 pesos.
Until Dumso living kan wa. Until when say Dumso living kan wa enka we beton less.
But say na 2015 16.
No mean.
Ya ko 17.
Mean doubt too. Because at that point na pempenso a omene duro no. What they call oh Richard good. Pempenso na omene no edru because of asitra ana hashipa na amanone ede abagana eso no ema yenema ebo ekoso that was when the inflation was high and no ma na do dan kwakufu ado and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia etena se no se don let's bring oil for good for oil sa policy na ekofa buy no immediately implemented the good for oil policy mean about be demadansia it started reducing from 17 cedis to the extent they say yeah free power now good for oil now it was 14.4 cedis it means a year and a fofia to atana for etu aba free and free so buy they enjoying it because I'm it's a continuous process. Buy number 240.
What's good for oil reports in a buyer? A car yes I bought home.
How many book can it to?
I am when I'm
I can't say about all.
I have the product in the buyer.
Dear can about I want you to tell me because Yakoto Manonia, Yakoto good no petrol no Manonia. Nanka is physical cash, dollar at the core. And a dollar a call. Montenegro is idea. Yen yam $5 and then NKOSUO petrol nibium. Ye good, no wakoto. And today I can't get the better. So what banana can be out there? The moon be sound. Yes.
The time I use 10 minutes.
And I will show you 15 minutes. And Medima no basin.
I use 10 minutes.
Medima no basin. Sir, good for oil. Abba now at once one swatia. And in fact, say a kind of qualia. Petrol, I was here turning 9 cities. 9 cities per gallon. But I'm not going to turn 11 cities. Today, when you see the turn diesel, diesel is 13.38 for share. This is 13, and I'll go so I think it's 30.89. Meanwhile, it's supposed to come down.
Okay.
It's
a full of wiring.
Because the policy of gold and oil there was a buffer. Now it's mean about Medima no see because no that is not fair. That is not fair. Medima no see no. Obi or work with Apetia or to this by election or your taxi driver or your truck driver because of petrol and the profit I'm an bonus on conquer to about my MPs or to about my MPP. Thank you.
Richard, I don't worry about that because different topics.
Some are coming in and some are gonna phone himself and throw water. And he's saying, was say, Collins, yeah, can say. Currently, price at the top petrol, no, it is worse off than MPP time. Can for Moshe TV. Moi, saying, and you go to Bono, 20 minutes we see a time. Because Ghana for himself, some now can, and you know, petrol as we speak, even at 11.4. Costa oil. That's a matter. Even Onyx petroleum.
Collins.
Some are even selling at 11.3. And you catch them say that one is better than 16.2 at Maya to Aba. Then what are you talking about? Ghanaians know the reality on the ground. But what I say, so we don't have to spend time to talk about fuel issue because the current price at the top fuel, no, it is way better.
Okay.
It is way better. Even with the levy inclusive, no, it's way better than MPP time.
Thank you very much. All right. Michael is saying. All right. Michael, your political analyst. We are my omudede you are quite dynamics no who is saying.
Well, I could say dynamics is simple matter. We can say now we require to say police for about say a check. Also, a police for no son. Omoni ebino emwa because say what you be na tuition ho no. Eno interest rate. Nti bibi sana mamu prepare me ho asa mo pese omo maye hu se omo bo adwuma so bibi sana na mo de abeto abonten because
sir
me ba obetima say
okay
Akwetia area ho no mining area and I him say secondly o mine no mraso no ntia say obi bekuta tuwo no ho
college our license
na share ya yedi kuta tuwo wo ye ho nti sebe nearly see somebody say ebia okuta tuwo no ho eno enchirehwe na bebi am ye concern say muto information bi say e won from mu a na ya mama voters na mo am bofa foto aba no itimidi I am share ne iba ema ibi meka say sadia abato no darugo a yempie enkoto aba nti because amanfo ewo into ehihye omo nti bibi sa no o say nka mo hwehwe mu yi na mo hu the purpose for the grants and whether it is something that is being applied towards na enumpo no akma wo police for no why ye mo hwehwe ye for the election day because mo say nkofo be ye dey ebo entuo wo mo ho but out quickly and because ya chini entuo nti mo yes na mo dey ye nti democracy na ye pass na mo ma vote na e be koso kra no enti anko ama ya nya results na wo say nya because there's fear and panic and only efa ba ko so no NDC for say young Fanny Panko vigilantism ne sanse simi nyina no na hadwen say politicians na no omo indiscipline no omo be create problem no na omo expect police force say omo mede omo so no entiase meanwhile enka omo di emra no so abato emra no so a enka ye police bia o hompo Mamima example, abato emra no ekire say on the election day no say to aba police station wo unye EC official unye observer and as a police agent and unye security abato police ye hia wo ho enutina EC emra mpo no 24 hours before elections no you say campaign cease. It is that time come party activity say mo go around animal na mo wi ba ye be violence na e bere nyina na emma campaign platform so emma rally NDC bit ma yo rally wa ha na MPP ayo rally wa ha na akos pepe so won tehwe na so tokwa no ekoso police station ho puhwe ablekuma police station puhwe ba kono
ayawa so
police station mi wa mra no so say police station wono se wonye sani pa 4 year mabodina enko ntiade na political parties no mutumi ni emra no so ema asumye ba because mudi emra no so a ye ya police nsebia ye because akwa say ye wo democracy musumiti etu more than time ye wo military regime go adai se me dey mestre politicians no omo mwan because kwan a omo de Ghana for faso no e be do maybe say Ghana for voices e sori tia omo say ye mpe say omo mbebu o man ni bi mu a mom blame obia because omoana omo criticize environment nti misro mo a ye be ko akotia yi ni see wo akoye 11 ni see wo ablekumano ye say NDC na ere na ni see wo
ayawa so west
yes MPP na ere na we dey yesre
mo bia ye
kwani ya ni omu nyina say saa ne ma na see ye no ye mpe a ye ko akotia die mo ma enkoye di ni hu say oh ye ampa ye nyina ye mpe enye saa so dia ene na omo ma ne mumu ayede ama atini for.
All right, so Richard ye nto aso
na
no there be no say Richard ne shasi
nto waka side bi of
minutes nkasa 5
minimum so time keeper
1 minute
Richard ye me sure say no follow honorable fellows of Sukwache government spokesperson say ya te board this UP Abdul Razak national security coordinator good morning sir on other board na no ye sure say August 6 helicopter Z9 crash no ye be ye investigation ye say 30 days ye fa report to Emra.
I think it's a very good news. Now it's like the government is being proactive. Now almost on a timeline. It's very important. Bebwayama yamu say they call na ampa bibia ye okay. Now say there has been a lot of speculations about what caused the plane helicopter crash. No, a lot of speculations. Someone even whispered to my ear, say, I say security agencies for Nankasa, there's even an issue there. Say, I say, baby, flights, baby, Ghana airport, more share flights, soon as I say, a whole compuna issue, no, started free. Mo pese community for being free or na. Me catch the pakone say, Sanyama winning, no, it is needed, it's not necessary. Let's wait for the government to start its own investigation. Na yen share baby asem no bekwa kweden akwakoto. Say yan pase nkofo bi wo security agencies ni. And now omo pese omo take over this country. Nti no mo yes aniama na. I think we will get some information. Say yan pese nkofo bi ne share chire na omo koto tuo wo kwae nim. And I want a tea plane to form wa also yibi hu. Nti the investigation I think it's very important to especially families now my share omo adehye no ebe boa omo pa nti ye be commend government no and then also fellows of Sukwache say be time to time about update here and nyama ya ko be di nyama duro once the government no if you distance the government from the people it creates a perceptions in their minds So take it close to them. Let them know day by day what is happening, so that they, we know that we're on the same level. Now, at the pepe aba. Na me no, nkofo na omohwere omonkwano. Se me kai se de na esi yam yapa wo. Abrante ba ko amkoye campaign. Me spend about 2 weeks wo boss is. Samola Boaje. Yeah. Come na me wo no na honorable Alhaji Muniru. Ono so ba ho no be spend about 1 week with the same guy. And today when I take my phone and go through my Google photos now, I see all these people that they are no more. Charlie, it's very painful. And this investigation is very important, and I think it has come at the right time. I'm told, say, they are going to be assisted by United States, their security to also support in the investigation process. We need a very thorough and forensic investigation into this matter. Now, who say, okay, are there no accidents? And the accident is the natural accident next year. You cannot do anything about it. Say, we need to compensate the bereaved family with a befitting this and now the BIF fine. That is what I want to say.
Okay, call us.
I saw them call helicopter assembly. In your mic, a assembly, which is very, very important with regards to Obaa Yaa election. Because I was there last week, and Obaa Yaa Titi and what is going on. Senator, I can say, by election, in the sense, he said, yes. Information and say strange people have come into the town. They are not part at Equity. And information as a political party, MPP, yes, I got and say, oh, the plan of NDC of what they intend to do to us. OMAN taking lead in 2 weeks for the election. We know because we have less than a week. So Tuesday, October. So they've taken the lead. Set up then again. Yes, I had to say, oh, money crisis is going to work in this election.
Yes, I was sending in.
So 5 minutes, so don't worry.
Every 5 minutes.
Money crisis is going to
3 minutes.
Okay, why you are facing the account? Money crisis is going to work in that election because someone of them they've started almost a campaign almost chase car of which TMS say IGP should take that election serious. Osman Kofo and Kogoma on your politics. To say the or year and wabrik manofin. On your professional police professional work and yejuma. Nagana for any GDO because I say a process for gradually Ghanaians are losing the trust in them. So or say political just on fantonche. Not on your juma as a profession. Now you move on as a country. Okay. Because we are practicing democracy. Again, but we say some few weeks some development because almost the machine we we've gone beyond that.
Machine to the best of my knowledge. We have people on the ground.
So call them now say excavator be able to go
because the last checks on Sunday na bibia sa anko.
So there you be to now so I say. And see,
me do what you but me say information
because I was there to me make and see mesre mama sanema we end that down from Akotia. That's all. Now moving forward with this helicopter issue. Me say omagu old board no aform new board no
omagu old board
no form new board old board no there's some form of report
investigations
no there's saying say omofa old report no cry new one no. That's what they've been told. And then there's enough what money as if our report come over. That's money will be
Mama, you're misinforming your viewers. A preliminary investigation no more year. And no more year says our investigations no more year because August 6 in the there were investigators there almost reports. Some reports no and I was here them board now officially. Yeah, they said you man show man so investigation.
First one for the new officially.
No. I can say but I can say a constitutive board will be and you are only a constitutive from.
Yet for investigation and and this say report and come board no to us. No problem. But you see, the Emi say I wonder why NDC will continue to disgrace this country. And see, I'm not for near said man bit my dear the man only for Abba. The same thing na ejashishi ekokokoso ye kokra nkrofo free Israel e de ba ya mba no bedi o mani sika pa na o san ekoye meanwhile you training nkrofo ha said mo betimi aye again why do you worry ourselves looking for solution to what happened. Abra report in the bio, they may even have the solution. What am I saying is, and also as of when they come and say this is what will happen. And then no come besides of when they say as of when who yes I will be see and then a buy.
Another software engineer.
I know you know they don't run who here.
Software triple.
Also for who are dear friend who catch us say I deal with the two. I
know to play.
What's the investigation who did play no come off? And also for no same
Tamason.
Richard Tamason. You do that Smith and said I said
no Tamason. Stop Tamason.
After they all say onipa na o share nkom ka che o say play ni be hwe fom no onu de ni hu ya investigation ni mu wo kwa kwoti ekuo fufuro no ma be hwe no be dem
okay
de hu ya aka ma de na bom no de hu hwe na but you see sanye ma we nyina esi no honestly the NDC should be blamed because you know the thing them na MPP wa ban no MPP try say sanye ma we nyina e get priority to the country no obe provided and these people spoke against it. And I dry say on Panya stranded wo Dubai say am pampo ade
Mike your meet you
so when you say me odi agro me fan say agro
no agro is a serious issue
let him make money making the point what me time no
what can be say I just want
5 minutes how you should tell me
Mike can be na better agro na me Mike but no share nkom no say ko bi say dey na buy
all right Matias but say me as an individual me am way so we a politician the quickest way I would be losing my respect and they say in Zambia I was say because the essence of politics now you know it's a platform how they so the best small mind if they say we be what finding we kasa money you know enye ade a solution ne o man no e ka connect to blame game am make no cry NDC is not better than MPP is not better than NDC who be can no blame one cycle is the same and then we have power or see government in power any police you know and we so danipe kasa na amuka no the same thing na NDC beka nti me dem nko ho sa line you asem ya ye kan me say ono no is proactive and is very welcome and timely aban no e born home modern because o ma said say also mo ye but me no main for now is too early say make say proactive timely na me da OMAN penya se nesa there be because the make can say yate na ye hwe I didn't make say yate na ye hwe ne say enya first time ya fa sa kwan we so sa kwan we so ya fa so da then so a day and I did free results
call and say
nti OMAN penya kasa make say yate because me no me sister just aka say asem ni see no asem dey make my accident pure but say Ghana armed forces and military conduct your ho asem no in fact me mum dey no kwani ya me mani anye ho e ma me suro pa say ene Ghana highway say asem bi see a na ye hia evacuation bi ana some bi a military no ntimi emwa no ne me hu no e ba say bi tutu plane ko ba bi ekoyi amanfo bi omo wa amena bibi like me suro ma oman no e wo sa afa no because ye see you know se ne omo aho keka no na e wo from enkoyi ma me pa because flight no na control area no if free wa hu say assembly aba no within it take about 35 minutes to get to maybe I was the second one kon ka say oh assembly say the second one ko say ne hu ehwe so far me nya hu aerial photos of the location cry just say almost any surveillance soldier for were the first so they should be among the first people to be there you be prevent it be say mamu maho high accident site mama nso atogu so aman for crash say plane pass near investigation no me hu baby e ba beko but me person make can say oman no mama yenye serious kakra me last bit any US in sema e be mu no you too much too much mere DNA test you call 37 now you need equipment ni bo the most complicated DNA equipment $300,000 emro
UGMC kura yenya bi
but when I'm saying ni bo din kura emro $300,000 na so yetimi ko tu amina yetimi ko tu amina say yesi cathedral mamika quick one beach make no enche bia your equipment bia say unya cancer eno na the best scanner yeah this scanner to me baby cancer no be 2 years ago na situation bit here e bi ni Ghana na nsia na Nigeria nya bi this South Africa nti sia me ni otie say ubenya cancer na e develop it some stage bi as e uni ska obefa plane akọ Nigeria ana South Africa akọ test na ubemu nti e ma me ye me ho say na scanner be ni na scanner de ni bo be de pa o ko hwe ni bo $450,000
on make my turn easy
normal your friend saying unya kidney is it dialysis machine emuru $20,000 $30,000 $20,000 ubenya bi nti ke also ka every district hospital enya bi nso e why dey wo promo and US one are
charging people.
The last point, let me build my point.
If you don't know,
let me build the point.
Under free primary healthcare.
Oh, and you the time. But you respect you behind the time, right? No respect you behind the time.
Michael Koso.
Now, you can say, US for me, US for no. I go from no. Because in some way, see, you know, in can say investigations. Because even nipa na yakosi omokrano bit me subject to investigations they be then so you can say ye dofunu nti ye peye nti yakosi omo afi ho nti say omo mpo no say evidence bi e wo omo say obi po na bibi hye no mpo a eno no ye nyanko o de ye fanto nche na ye ko frɛ America for no ade ba ye adwen bebre na aba ebi kra adwene say abofo kra bit me hye because enye first time a bibi sa bit me si wo Ghana ya bakosem mu na ye kwa akofra yen ka say akofra independent forensic expert bi amanaba ye say America for ever be boy nti that means ye say ano e say suspect na investigation na yin no say amafo bi ka say e bit my say America for put the shit sa part ye cancel sa part no because say omo ba be boy there na me ye ogide say omo nka ho nti me feel say yentime nyina ye nan so as oman na yentime an tu ya anamo anye ye niam na de bia no ye kosra
okay
nyini say betimi akoye nim.
All right, happy birthday Nkoma Ebenezer ni nai Abe. Ebenezer ni nai Abe, happy birthday nyame Oshra na onyo kese efri Samuel credible ho enwode ma nyame Oshra na onyo kese me ba cho ena ya me ankasa me bra panyi ai set oredu ono ena ye host Ghana yensom Accra 100.5 na set birthday set happy birthday to you bro nyame onshro na onya okase pa na onto wonkwa me free anopa I matching 540 ko bia no obehun set so otafrija what's Accra 100.5 now the Ghana yensom jumadi bro and mama cake ne champagne no ensu ewo set so happy birthday nyame show na onyo kese me na Michael ase ono de utumu sende wa gina finfini wa won sende na menu wo mo pre Collins won't na Richard intimi kada lutum Richard the communicator and Collins so NPP communicator
number 7 ma na ma inventory fan ko me ba
time na so
MPP and NDC pe MPP and NDC enya pe
and we cannot be the same as well
versus Yamagana MPP mu si ba kokora
you see NDC production team ira se pa cho ya kram bye bye.